Oh, what? They gonna have all those features? Okay, and then, ooh, look at that price. Look at that price. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, they bring some cool new features. Okay, and then oh, that's the price. Then why is that the price though? Welcome back to the Cobra Pit, whether you're a long-time viewer or a new subscriber. I appreciate every single one of you. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. So the price differences are all over the place. If you reserve the Tri-Motor in 2019 for $70,000 and expected 500 miles of range, you should be pretty disappointed. The Tri-Motor is now $99,000 and it comes with 318 miles of range, right? So that's a big difference. That hurts. That one hurts right there. And if you want it now, $120K with the Foundation series. So, whoo, far cry from that 70,000. I mean, the Tri-Motor is still fast, but at what cost? Literally. If you reserve the $40,000 rear wheel variant, $40,000 at the time, which was great for a lot of people, you might have a case too, because they're coming out at $61,000 when they do come out eventually. Like, I don't, in the near future, when are they coming? Are they ever going to come? Right? So that's $20,000 difference, but we don't know when it's going to be here. But if you ordered the dual motor, the all-wheel drive version like I did, if you reserved it at $49,000, it's now $80,000. So that's $30,000 difference. Now, I'm not talking about Foundation series, right? Now, if you do want Foundation, it's $100K. I paid $100K, right? But $30,000 difference. And you might be saying to yourself, well, what about inflation? Everything's more expensive now. Yeah, but if you adjust that $50,000 for 2024 inflation, it goes up to $61,000. So there's still $19,000 of difference right there. That's a big difference. So is it worth that $19,000? Now, neither version comes with the full self-driving. So let's look at that as a baseline price, $50,000 and $80,000. So let's start with the big one, range. So with the all-wheel drive, they say you will have 30 plus, and they hit it. They hit it. In 2024, the ones they're releasing has about 320 miles of range with the big boy tires they have on there right now, the big daddies. But when they come out with the street tires, they're saying 340 estimated miles of range. We all know what Tesla does with that, right? We all know it's not the most accurate, but they are over 300 miles, and so that will be a plus. I haven't pushed the Cybertruck to the limit or drained the battery down, but it is comparable to my Model X and my long-range Model Y as far as how often we have to charge it and how much range we get. So that's looking good for me. So next, let's look at the exterior. I mean, you have to look at the exterior, right? So in 2019, I fell in love with it. You can say what you want. You like it, you don't like it, you hate it, whatever. I love the stainless steel look. I love DeLoreans. I love Back to the Future. This is like the modern DeLorean, right? For good or for bad, right? But it's a lot of nostalgia with it for me. So I love the way it looks. And when they actually brought it, like, people didn't think they would. When they actually brought it out, I was like, yes, finally I got the vehicle I want, the way it looks, right? And it's a truck, so that's cool. But that was a plus for me, the way it looks. And they reduced it by 5%, so it's able to fit in my garage. Yeah, it fits. That fits, right? That fits in my garage. That's what I said. So that's a plus for me. So I like that. Let's keep going. Now in 2019, they said the bed would be 6.5 feet. No, it is not. It's about 73 inches long. Even though it's longer than the Rivian R1T and the F-150 Lightning and the EV Hummer truck, it's still not what they promised. I mean, it's a good size, a good length, but it's not what they promised, so I'm gonna have to give that a minus. So if we look at the interior, they promised 6 seats. They said it was gonna be 6 seats. Depending if you care about that or not, I don't need 6 seats. I have my 7-seater Model X, but if you wanted 6 seats, you got let down. But they did include some other things that, might balance it out a little bit. First off, they got that steering tool. I'm not calling it a squircle. I'm not. The steering wheel, right? It is small, but it has nice clickable buttons. It feels good. You feel like you're in a race car or a video game. I mean, I like that. We didn't expect that. It's way better than the yoke. I had the S and X yoke, and it's too wide, it's big, it's cumbersome. And the buttons, they're terrible. They're terrible. So this is a plus. It also has a rear screen for passengers. If you have kids, this is a plus. They can control their climate. They can turn on their heated seats. They can eventually play games they can on the S and the X, and they love that, right? So it has to roll out to the Cybertruck. And of course, they can watch content. Now, they have the streaming services there, but the best thing is when you're sitting there and you hear your kids listening to quality content. Just the other day, they were watching, and it was an ad. They were watching this ad, and I was like, oh, that's great, because the ad kept me engaged. Maybe I can roll it real quick. Let me, here it is. Meet the wallet that matches the style and toughness of the Cybertruck, the 3K forged carbon fiber wallet from Exter. Designed for quick access, this wallet fans out your cards at the click of a button. So it has quick card access and an expandable RFID blocking backplate. You can carry more while keeping a slim profile. From 1 to 12 cards, cash, and more, this wallet is their strongest and lightest yet. It has such a smooth transition, high quality feel. It's crafted with 3K space grade forged carbon. This wallet is built to last, and you can rest assured your information is secure, like the things under this tonneau cover. But that's just the beginning. With all your off-roading adventures, add a Finder card and this wallet becomes unlosable. It works with Apple's Find My network, allowing you to track your wallet's location on a worldwide map. At just 2.4 millimeters thin, it's the slimmest tracking device out there. It has a rechargeable battery that lasts up to 6 months, and the magnetic charger makes it easy to recharge. It's also water resistant, so you don't have to worry about raindrops or spills. Now, you don't have to have a Cybertruck to have this wallet, but this is the total package, and it is the Cybertruck of wallets. And of course, they have different styles to match your vibe. Exter. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? Pretty good. So, hey, links in the description. And also the rear seats can lift up like in other trucks, but we didn't expect that. But overall, I would say having a 6th seat is not something you can easily add. So I would call this a draw. So let's get back to more truck stuff. We talked about the bed, but let's talk about some other things that they can do. Like in 2019, they said it could be 4.5 seconds, 0 to 60. Bam! Beat that, 4.1. The max towing capacity was promised to be 10,000 pounds. Got that beat, 11,000 pounds. Bam. The max payload capacity, they said it was going to be 3,500 pounds. This is where they messed up a little bit. That's where they got us about 1,000 shy of that at 2,500. Again, your use case, what do you need it for, right? But it's not what they told us. Also, they said you would have 16 inches of ground clearance. If you go into extract mode off-road, you can get it up to 17 inches. So that's a plus, right? That's a big one. I was actually testing this out, not off-road, just in the parking lot by Target. And I was up high, and I'm rolling, and the police pulled up alongside of me. He said, "You already got a lift kit on that?" I said, "Nah, man. It's just a press of a button." Right? He was like, "Oh, that's cool, whatever." But no, it's real nice that they added that. It's high. It makes a difference. So I would say with the things they promised and what it delivered, that's a close one. But to be fair, I'm going to call that a draw. And here are some surprise additions, right? Some things we did not expect, but they brought, and they're bangers. Like steer-by-wire. If you don't know what that means, there's no mechanical connection from the steering wheel to the wheels like they use on aircrafts, right? So you don't have to go hand over hand or the full 360 when you're turning. It just, right? That's all you need, and you're turning, which makes the truck, see, it feels like a car. It makes the truck feel nimble. It's very agile. And that is coupled with the rear wheel steering. So you're making some sharp, nimble turns. And it's so precise. It's a great experience. You need to drive it. You need to feel it to, realize like, wow, these are game changers. The first Tesla with an official powered front. What took them so long? This makes it a lot easier to just walk up, press the button, and it pops open, put things in. More accessible, right? A lot of times you don't even want to mess with the front because it's too much work. That tailgate, you would think is like big and heavy, but it has assisted lifting, right? And it has a soft closing function. So those are cool. I wish it did have a step, but they never promised that. They promised us something else. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. And then it comes with the L-Track, right? L-Track mounting system that you can add a different tie down hooks and attachments to it, different accessories. This is cool to have because it's very versatile, modular. I use it all the time. I have so many different tie downs, and that was just a nice feature that they actually gave us with a bed liner too. Like the bed as a truck it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool experience with those nice lights back there, but the L-Track, pretty good addition. But there are some things that they said they were gonna have in the Cybertruck that they don't like. The big one for me, the tailgate ramp. They showed this off when they loaded that ATV up there. And that would have been cool because you don't need a step. You can just pull that down and just walk up, right? I bought a ramp for $400, but it's not the same, right? It doesn't just slide out. So that would have been cool. I would have loved to have that on there, and that's a big miss for me. And I would have loved to have that onboard air compressor they talked about. It would have been really cool to just fill up the tires, fill up balls and things like that. A Tesla's going to release one. It's going to cost a grip, of course. Or you could buy a third-party one, you know. But it just would have been nice to have that on there. But there's way more additional cool things that we didn't know about than misses. So you kind of got to figure that out for you. I would say it's a plus. Overall, though, do all these additional features make it worth $30,000 more? Or that $19,000 adjusted for inflation? That's for you to decide, but I hope I was able to break it all down for you and give you an informed decision. And again, if you got the Cyber Beast, hey, push it to the limit. Enjoy it. Enjoy it if you're gonna get the rear wheel version. Enjoy that too. I just think the all-wheel drive is the best one that matches closer to what they promised in 2019. It's up to you to decide. Hey, thanks for watching, and I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget, Cobra told you. All right, y'all.